Good morning, boys and girls. It's almost first of the year. Good morning, Todd.
Uh, Live already?
Yeah,
Wow, on time today.
yeah.
As ever.
Happy almost New Year's. I had to go. I had to go over and silence the YouTube channel. How are you this day?
All right. You?
I'm doing good. I woke up at 8:25. Good morning,
Uh,
Mr. Bonecrack. Good morning, Peddling Profits.
it's good. I can tell your beauty sleep is working.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, anyhow, how's things been going this week? Good morning, James.
Just great. We went out yesterday for our anniversary to see a dinner and eat a movie.
Right?
But we should have ordered the tickets ahead of time because the movie we wanted to see, the only seat that was left was the very front row center.
Oh, wow.
And
What were
we
you wanting to
said,
see?
I don't want to strain my neck. Something about boys in a boat.
Hmm.
It's like the rowing team from the 39 Olympics
Right.
in Germany, or 38 or 39, whatever year it was. But we didn't because we didn't want to sit there and strain our necks.
Right.
And there's another movie theater in town, but we didn't see anything that we'd like to see. So we just had a nice meal.
Well, good.
We went to Walmart for our anniversary. That's always exciting to go to Walmart.
Yeah. Did you buy anything?
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. We got dog food. We got um, soft drinks. Yeah.
Um. That's, thank you, Peddling. I feel a lot better. Lag. These guys are older. Oh, I thought you said colder. I'm always cold. Uh, Back when I was doing audits in theaters, I would go into the theaters and I would look at see what trailers were playing with them, make sure the correct trailers were playing with them, blah blah blah. And people would come in like in the middle of the last trailer, can't find any seats, and then come over to me and say, "I can't find any seats. Y'all sold me tickets, and I can't find a seat." First of all, I didn't sell you a ticket because I don't work here. You need to go out and see the customer service desk. And or they'd come in and they couldn't find two seats together. Too bad, so sad.
Hmm.
So now I'm gonna say our major theater here in town, which is a Regal, they have you can pick your seats when you go in. You know when you get your tickets.
Yeah.
But
They had that movie at a really small theater, and you know how a lot of movie theaters they'll show the same movie in two different auditoriums. Well,
yeah,
this is only in the one little bitty one.
Because it's an art film.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Sadie. Hope you're doing well this morning. I've seen it. I mean, I've seen the commercials for it, but I've always clicked through the commercial on it because I don't go to the theater. I'll wait till it comes in. It comes in on Netflix or something. So no necking. Todd tries to get frisky with Gwen. She just growls at him.
Uh-huh.
Um, so did you get everything shipped that you had sold last week or by Monday? You had quite a few to go out on Tuesday, didn't you?
Yeah. Got them all out.
Good man.
I got 11 more to ship this morning. I'm like, I've been having good sales.
Good. Good morning, Mike.
Too old for necking. Yeah. If we did any necking, we'd probably break a neck.
Good morning, Glenn. Good morning, Anissa. Yeah, Todd does.
Neckings.
Well, first of all, you have to find somebody to neck with. Your inflatable friend lag will not work.
In the Harry Potter movies, they called it snogging.
Yeah.
Like snogging. That must be a British thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a video game, James. What is? Snogging? Necking. Yeah, you know,
Second base or first base.
yeah,
Second base. I don't know. Is necking second base or first base?
I think that's first base.
It's certainly not third base.
No. You want bacon. Oh, God. Here we go. Talk to him. I'll be right back, Todd.
A baseball term. Is there anything better than bacon? Bacon and a biscuit. Uh-huh. Like it. Spread some mustard on it. Beef bacon. Bacon comes off a pig, not a cow. Although I have seen turkey bacon. It's better than pork.
My that was a pharmacy saying one of my scripts is they're filling one of my scripts. And before anybody asks, no, I am not an Ohio State fan. This was free inside of a storage unit I bought, and it fit, so I kept it. Even though if I wear it out in public, people would go, Ohio State fan? Yeah, go Ohio. Are they the Buckeyes?
Yeah. No. One of the Ohio teams is. Yeah, I think that's it. Is there an Ohio University and an Ohio State? No, I think it's just Ohio State.
They are the Buckeye, Brutus Buckeye. I thought people would say go Buckeyes.
That's a ferocious mascot right there, Buckeye.
Yeah. Good
Ever seen
morning, little Debbie.
a
I
Buckeye
love
is
your
like a
cakes.
bean or something.
Good morning, Timeless. Thank y'all for
I,
coming in.
I watched a little bit of that football game yesterday, and they were the Green Wave. Tulane.
Who is that?
Tulane is the Green Wave.
Oh,
So on the side of their helmet, they have a green wave, um, like an ocean wave.
okay. I didn't know whether it was like one of these with the little motion signal across the top.
No, Tom, not that kind of wave. Little Debbie
No, Glenn, he knows that I don't care.
and Deborah and Debbie.
If they gave my child a free scholarship, a free ride, a completely free ride, then I would care. But they didn't, and we paid for it, and I don't give a crap.
Yay, Anissa.
Oh, you had all the kids together home, Anissa? That should have been nice. So,
Yeah, we were supposed to go over. My brother lives about 2.5 hours away, and we are supposed to go over there some, but man, nobody's schedules worked out. So they had their Christmas and we had ours. But they dropped by a couple of days ago, so
I found out last night my brother and his wife that just came back from a cruise, he's got COVID, but apparently he left to go on the cruise with COVID.
James, you gonna do some body painting?
You going to be on that show, like that TV show where they paint people's bodies? Speaking of that, little Debbie, um, we are approaching the like 4 days till the first of the year. What do did has 2023 had to make sure I'm in the right year? They all run together these days. Has that been the kind of year that you wanted to have? Did you do the kind of business? Um, oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at this thing from Timeless Jewel. She said that they did some FaceTime with their son that's stationed in Misawa, Japan.
2023
Pretty nice.
is awesome.
You know,
Well,
we are spoiled with the internet. Like right now, Todd's halfway across the country from me.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, and everybody else is scattered. Lag is in Philadelphia or New York, someplace up there. Mike's in. Are you back in Florida, Mike? Well, everybody's scattered around.
What's the difference in staining leather and body painting? Probably not much, James.
Yeah, and we can. When I was in high school, I took high school French. Bonjour. Comment vas-tu? Je m'appelle Thom. That's about the most I remember. And we had pen pals. It was required. Everybody had to have a pen pal, and so you would write a letter. It would take a couple or 3 weeks to get a response back. Now kids can get in and send an email, and it's instantaneous. And like Timeless, her son is across the country. I mean, across the country, on the other side of the world, literally, and they could FaceTime with them, and they could see them on Christmas Day. Whereas before, it would have been talking on the telephone.
Yeah.
Or, this is for you, lag. They had to wait for the telegraph to come in. you know. Uh, so back to what I started to say was, we've um, has 2023 gone the way you wanted it to go? As far as your business or whatever. And
I guess, eBay screwed up that search engine. That could have gone better.
yeah,
Um, I can't prove it, but I bet I would have had better sales. I don't know. You don't know. We just play in eBay's sandbox.
right.
Um, as far as business goes, I'm up 14% from 2022. But
Google it, lag.
is that a success? I guess. I beat inflation, I guess.
So is it what? I'm assuming that people have looked at their business by now. From 2023, is there anything that you want to do in 2024 that you didn't do in 2023, or do more of, or do less of?
We already talked about this yesterday, but that's okay.
Hmm. Okay, well, I wasn't coherent with
Now,
it.
yesterday I said, I am finally going to do something with this death pile. Either I may not get rid of a lot of stuff, but I need to get a system going. Beard says, burn that shirt, Tom.
It was free.
So,
I don't claim no allegiance to no university or college or trade school, even though I went to York Tech.
yeah, I'm tired of tripping all over my death pile. Either get some bins where I can stack it up.
Label them. How many items do you think you have in your debt pile?
Oh, God. There's no telling. I mean, there's a whole lot there that is just going to get donated or thrown away.
Why
But,
don't you get Gwen to help you?
oh, she
she'll
would,
just she'll call two
she
men in
would,
a drunk truck and have them back up to the back door and start throwing shit out.
yeah, she would wind up throwing away something that's worth $500.
Last night, about 11 o'clock, I was watching a YouTuber reseller, and they were talking about that they're raising the limit of the price of the stuff that they're selling up to like $100. And I'm thinking, well, that would be a great thing to do if you got items that you can sell for over $100, and they will sell.
James, I have been listing pretty steady. It's just, the auction happens about every 2 weeks, and I could get I can get more good stuff than I can list in 2 weeks. So that's my problem.
Well, in this, there's a meme which probably fits every reseller. It's like an old guy has got his garage door open and he's got his son standing beside him and he says, "One day all of this will be yours." He must have been a reseller. Um,
Yeah, that's what I'm working on in 2024, James. Get it systemized and streamlined a little bit. I just need it up off the floor. I can't even walk between my shelves.
yeah, James, and he will go to look at just. I'm gonna go look. I'm not buying anything, and he come home with a daggum carload or a truckload. It's going to be that's right. I need to just break my computer.
So it's like if you go to the auction, you buy a box lot on an online auction. You don't know what's in there, and all you see is the picture from the top side. So you buy the
Right.
box of stuff, and you get over to the pickup, and it's a huge box of stuff. It's not just a box of stuff. So
I the last little storage locker I bought because it was indoors. It was air conditioned. That's how long it's been. Uh, I took a fold up table and set it up, and I took some totes with me. And as I was going, I went through all the boxes right then. And some the stuff that went in the trash went in the trash bags. The stuff that I was donating or I put it in another box. And stuff that I was going to give my nephews and nieces for their little kids, I threw them in another box. And so when I ended up getting home, I only had a few, I had a couple of boxes full of stuff. And I wasn't bringing in a bunch of, stuff or having a lot of stuff at my house. Just getting it all cleaned out right then. Like I said, taking advantage of their air conditioning. Their air conditioning.
yeah, but that's the goal. I mean, just get all that stuff done, and then I could always say, "Well, I did 14% better this year. I want to do 14% better than this year." And I could do it, but I don't know if I want to work that hard. So I don't know about setting like an amount goal.
Good morning, Kent.
I suppose I'm okay about where I am. Beard's waiting to get in.
Oh, he just popped in.
Yeah.
Good
Don't
morning,
share.
Scottrick.
What's good about it? Don't share the link unless you're sure. Damn it. Oh shit. Uh 2024. We're gonna we're gonna expose the nonsense and not put up any more bullshit. I'm so sick and tired of these fucking fake ass people in comments and chat smiling at your face and sending you death threats and all the rest of this shit. If y'all didn't catch Josh's live yesterday, fuck these motherfuckers who think they can just they can threaten you, your live, your business, and all the rest of this mess. There's like 5 or 6 of these little hood rats who have their little channels. Yeah, these. I hope Josh does go through the legal action on these idiots because they smile and seem so nice on their channels, and they're such douchebags. So there you go.
Okay. I'll have to watch this. Is it recorded?
Yeah, I'll have to go watch that.
It was the one for the podcast yesterday.
podcast one? I didn't see it.
Yeah, so evidently, Josh has gotten death threats.
Dang.
They've threatened. They've all because he's just talking business and talking about, you know, because they don't want to do promoted listings. They're the little gang of people that you see them in the chat every now and then. They'll go, well, why don't we just all band together as a group and show eBay that we're not going to pay their promoted listings? Man, eBay don't give two shits about you. I don't care how much you sell. You're not even a blip on the radar. I mean, these little
Oh,
children.
he did remove it?
I don't know. Did he remove it?
I never saw it yesterday evening or this morning, so I don't know. I didn't look specifically for the podcast, but
Uh,
You
yeah,
know, let's
it's
let's let's get something straight here. I I like Todd. I like Scott. I like all you folks that's in my comes in and hangs out with us and stuff like that. I want the best for all of you.
it's not up.
But when it comes down to the bottom line, you have no effect on my life at all.
yeah,
I,
but
you know,
it's a little
I hope
different. I can see the point. You're a single dad raising children. You spend your day in a different country than they are. I mean, I get. Somebody could cause you a lot of trouble. I mean,
Mhm.
right.
but you're not untouchable, folks. If you communicate threats, Google is not going to protect you. Legal people don't understand that. Uh, Legally, people will come after you. Communicating, you're not. People think they're. Oh, I'm behind a screen name. Nobody knows who I am. Horseshit. They can track you down folks. If you don't understand the technology and stuff that goes on today, yeah, you need to get out of the woods.
It's like Anissa. Anissa comes off as that little sweet Southern country girl. She is the oldest daughter of the Cappuccino crime family. She will send the boys out after to get you.
Yeah, somebody made a comment on my video yesterday. eBay can't be that lucrative. And Steve's not even on the show. Steve's not full time eBay anymore. And the other guests, half the guests are retired on the show. And even Beard gets a government check from his wife. Folks, if you think that $1,000 check has any effect on my fucking life whatsoever and my ability to do anything because she is medically retired and been retired, she will trade your ass all her health and problems, and you can take a $1,000 check a month. I
That
promise you.
$1,000 a month does not even cover a third of the damn meds she's on.
It don't cover. It doesn't cover a third of our house. It covers 2/3 of our house payment. That's it. That's where that money goes directly in the account. It pays 2/3 of the house payment. I make the rest, folks. Don't mistake it. I've never hid from the fact that Joni's on disability because she's been on disability because it's $1,000 check, folks. People are just so miserable.
They are, and they don't work on their own self instead of working on trying to bring down everybody else. I mean, Todd gets his retirement check. Todd worked for his retirement check. He gets his government check. He worked for it. God, he worked for it. I would be in prison for killing some of these little snot noses if I had to be a teacher. If I was a teacher and had to deal with these people now.
I mean, it'd be different if you know, that Josh and John and some of his other folks have been attacking people. Or anything. They're just telling you what they see in the business landscape as it relates. Imagine that treating eBay and your reseller business as a business and talking about business and talking about what works and doesn't work. It's they're just telling you their experience. And when I do this, I tell you what I try and what I don't try. You can take it or leave it. You can
One of
continue
our
to sell. You can continue to sell 8-track tapes and cassette tapes and all the rest of this stuff that's just not going to easily sell anymore, or get with the program.
You know, and what 90% of the people that sell on eBay sell on a not a part time basis. They're just throwing stuff out there to make some extra money.
I wonder what the numbers are, Tom, because there are some huge sellers. I don't.
Well, I
I
know
don't.
there's some huge sellers out there, but still, when you have all the people that's selling on eBay,
So it might be as a percentage of sellers, that number might be high, but I think as a percentage of dollars, the larger sellers sell a lot more of the dollar
well,
amount.
I know that, but my point
Yeah,
was that there's most of the people that's selling on eBay are wanting to pay for their prom or their kids' prom or vacation or just to make some extra bucks on the side without having to go
it, I mean,
deal
it
with.
absolutely makes no sense. I've been talking about this for the last few months. You gotta take emotion out of this. You gotta treat this like a business. You gotta analytically look at your numbers, and if eBay is rewarding people to use promoted, you got two choices. You either stay where you are or you compete. And if
Yeah.
if you choose to stay where you are and your sales go to shit, don't blame it on eBay, don't blame it on the platform, don't blame it on anybody else. You consciously chose not to do it. It's your own damn fault. Yeah, it's
What ATU Christmas lights this week, vintage? But you're right, Scott. People
it's
do what I'm a very small, minuscule part time reseller, and I do promoted listings. You know,
I mean, I don't understand if they come up and said, this is the new. I mean, we're gonna. If you, everybody has so these smaller sellers and YouTubers, would spend all the time trying to do resets and do this in order to trick the algorithm. And they understand that the algorithm is important to pick up their items in search. But when eBay says, we're going to do this, they go, we're not paying you anymore else. We're going to do it the our way. We don't care anything about you. Come on, everybody. Let's do it together. Man, don't be so fucking stupid.
they don't care.
The
Peddling, I
eBay
hate that you have to
union.
deal with that. What did you say, Todd? I'm sorry.
I said, let's start an eBay union.
They were trying to. They talked about that too. I've heard people talking about that. Well,
There's been a YouTube union, and
you're an independent contractor, right? There's such thing
yeah, yeah,
as
and that's their thing right there. You're an independent contractor.
it shows you how little these people. Okay, so do you want me to just let the cat out of the bag and tell you what I really think? It is too damn easy to just start selling on eBay. You could be as dumb as a box of rocks and turn a camera on and make a YouTube video to tell people, and people are gullible to believe everything that comes across this screen. If somebody who sells on YouTube says it, it must be true. When you don't know that person,
Robin.
they could be bottom of the barrel intellect. They could be the stupidest person on this planet, but they can operate a camera and upload a little video, and you think, oh my God, they said it. It must be true. Look what they're some kind of authority because they're on YouTube. You've got to take a few minutes to think about what people are saying and judge them on what comes out of their mouth, not because they're on a screen.
Good morning, Pearl. Um, Good morning, Larry. I didn't see you come in.
It's amazing that the anonymity of people think they're hiding behind a screen name or hiding behind a little comment name, and that they think that they have the they weren't raised in the 70s, the 80s or below. Because if you said some of the stuff that when I grew up in rural North Carolina, if you said some of the stuff that these people say to somebody's face, they would beat the living crap out of you.
Yeah, you'd have got your ass kicked.
There's no consequences for your actions right now. So he's got to let the police get involved and at least put some fear into these folks, because these people have not been hit in the mouth. You got the what's the old saying? Good strong men create good times. Good times create weak men.
Yeah,
And we're in a time when uh, good. We're in a transition period from good men had created strong times, and we are in the process of the other way around, where now we're in a bunch of look at the feckless leadership at our government. You know, there is a they stole the presidency of the United States and put a communist in power, for God's sakes. Just think about that for a second. Joe Biden is a fucking communist, and they put him in office. Uh, it's all the cheating's coming out now. It's 4 years later. You can't do anything about it. Look at Georgia. Look at all these places. Georgia, especially Georgia. There's enough evidence out there right now that proves beyond a shadow of doubt that Trump won Georgia. No doubt. The ballots coming out in Arizona, is that enough proof for you? The hundreds of thousands of ballots in Arizona, they've got video of the officials going into the lock machine before they're counted. Folks, this was stolen. These weak ass people are creating such bad times, and at some point, strong, good people have to take over and restore order.
Yep, or it's going to get so bad.
Yeah.
Good morning, Tommy.
So I guess it's now that I sold this little guy here, we can send. That's a $159 player. I guess I can send Johnny's $1,000 check back because I just sold 160 of it. Um,
James, Scott
James,
never avoids politics.
it's a problem on both sides, James. It's not when you come to the realization, and it's 100% true that if you look at Colorado, folks look at Colorado, and they're trying their best, but they really haven't kicked Trump off the ballot. Because if you look at the stay that the Colorado Supreme Court put in, it's going to stay. I mean, so there's no teeth to this. It's just big news on TV. Colorado has kicked President Trump off the ballot. They have not, because the way they wrote it. But was that Democrats? That was Larry Fink paying Republicans to attack President Trump. That's Republicans bringing that lawsuit, folks. Republicans. They're both sides are terrible. It doesn't matter which side. They are both just as bad.
They have forgotten what they forgot. They have forgotten why they're supposed to be up there. You know, they're not supposed to be up there getting rich. They're not supposed to be, you know, and people, they do that job. You know, they go up there to be Congress, president, you know, Senate, whatnot.
They go up there to get rich. They train in your local areas, Republicans and Democrats, whatever side they are. They train down there how to take bribes, how to take in your local area. Look at the ones they learn pay to play. They learn influence peddling, and they learn all this stuff. And then they go to Congress and they become multi-gazillionaires because not only are the lobbyists paying them, but then they trade on insider information. Go look at it. If you want to be a stock trader, I can guarantee you how you can be successful as a stock trader. Follow these folks who follow Congress. You want to be the best stock trader out there? Just make the trades Congress makes.
Good morning, Harlan.
It doesn't matter what side. The politics is two wings on the same bird. It is an evil piece of crap, and until we fix it, it was never designed to be that way. It was designed to where you're supposed to serve and then leave. You weren't supposed to stay up there for Nancy Pelosi until they bury you, because you realize there's pictures out there of Nancy Pelosi starting off in Congress, shaking hands with President Kennedy. Y'all realize that? Y'all realize how long she's been around screwing around with this place?
I know it's just ripping your heart out talking about your girlfriend like that, Scott.
I'm tired of mean people. I'm tired of this stuff.
You know, and people.
Don't offend Tom. Tom's not offended.
I'm not.
When you get to,
I'm too old to give a rat's ass anymore. This is y'all's problem.
When we get to a certain
that's
age,
what people don't realize, Scott. That's what these younger people don't realize. This is going to be their property and problem.
I'm not going to the doctor. I'm going to go grab some Mucinex to see if that dries my head up.
All right.
I've not coughed up anything like that.
well, Tommy, I don't agree with you. Tommy says there's no size right or left, just something small. they actually use right or left to keep you divided. They put enough of a difference on the right and the left, so with the illusion that there are two sides, because they keep up that illusion, um, because the Democrats court to a certain group of people. Well, they used to. All that's been flipped on its head now, and the Republicans smile while they're taking.
Yeah.
They smile while they're the Democrat will stab you in the back and laugh and carry on and do whatever. The Republican smiles as he turns the knife that the Democrat just put in. They're the same.
Shut up, Too Hip.
Are we talking about Todd's death out? Todd doesn't have a death out.
What I
She
tried
is
to
so
say, my
funny.
son told me I was running out to the
That's not a
pharmacy.
death out. That's something to keep Todd out of the grave.
Uh,
Because when you
you know,
retire, if you don't have something to do, folks, if you retire and slow down and quit doing anything, you might as well go ahead and go pick out a coffin for yourself. You got to stay busy. You got to keep your mind active. You got to keep your body physically active. If you don't, start
Yeah.
practicing every night. Go to sleep like this every night. Start practicing.
see, it's like this. My mom, I love my mom more than life itself. She's 89, and she is so bored because
Yeah.
when my dad created his company, she learned how to keep books, and she was his bookkeeper for years. I mean, 30 some years. And then when my dad retired, they did a lot of traveling and whatnot. Well, my dad passed on. Well, for 3 years, she was taking care of him because he had lost his sight and had health issues and whatnot. Now everything's, excuse me, now everything's going good. And she's bored because she has church a couple times a week. And she has nothing to do. Her house is spotless. I would not have a problem at all taking a plate of food, dumping it in her kitchen floor and eating off her kitchen floor. Her house is spotless. We'll go over there and she'll say, "This place is is so dirty. Look at the dust everywhere." And my younger brother and I will go over there and say, "Nope, there's no dust here. I can't write a message saying I'll be back in a little while, Tom or Terry."
She
Uh,
doesn't watch your videos and see the stuff behind you, does she?
she just, you know, she has nothing to keep her going. And so people that are, old people need to resell. They need that gets them out. That'll get them out the house.
And
Plus, my
put,
death pile, it kind of works like an obstacle course when I'm picking orders. I have to crawl over stuff
so
to
your
get to the
calisthenics,
item I want.
your
What did?
calisthenics, you do calisthenics over them.
Yeah.
He's got an obstacle course back there, like in the army or the in the military. I'll spread it out.
It's like, oh, got to get over that pile of military surplus. Oh, there's a VCR. Oh, yeah. You got to
And
duck and weave through my death pile, baby.
and what is this death pile mess? It's just inventory. You don't go to Walmart and go, let me see your death pile in the back room. That's just inventory they bring out. This is what I'm talking about. These terms and stuff that resellers online use are people with small mental intellects. They don't understand what they're talking about, and so it's easier to say something negative about it and to understand. I've got two storage buildings full of inventory over there. There's nothing dead about any of it. It is the problem is me and my system.
Parkour.
It's
I'm sorry.
Ah,
That is the quote of the day. That is the quote of the day.
yeah.
In my mind, I can see
I got a
Todd doing parkour.
I've got a
It
parkour
is
death
in his
pile.
workroom.
but when are we? I mean, when are we going to stop letting these people dictate? Uh, and they communicate this also now. Every new person who finds these idiots online, starts repeating the same craziness. It's it's not a death pile. It's inventory, folks.
Yes, unlisted inventory.
I, sh- I mean, how dead is this? Here we go. $5 at a yard sale. I can't tell you when I bought it. Probably 2 or 3 years ago. That's really dead, right? I tested it yesterday. It 100% works. It's the first thing to get listed today. This is not a death pile. If you're smart enough in this business to buy things that you know hold their value, what's dead about it? That is a Sony video Handycam with night shot and its charger and a battery. Somebody is going to pay me a at least $100 for this thing. Oh yeah, but it was in the storage building. It's death pile. It's dead. It's not worth anything.
How much did you say you paid for it?
I don't pay more than $10 for it. So $5 or $10.
Well, see, that's what I was about to say. Is people see all that old stuff, that big stuff, and they just want to get rid of it because it takes up so much space.
That
I
don't
mean,
take
I could probably we probably could stack 5 GoPros in the same space that camcorder takes up. But
it's
you're
not
right,
very
James.
it's not very big. I mean, here's my coffee cup. It ain't
Yeah.
very big.
My mom doesn't have a smartphone. We keep telling her we'll buy her a smartphone so she can. I think it is that if she just would take the time for my 7-year-old niece, her 7-year-old great granddaughter, to teach her how to text on it, uh, she would
James,
like it because she could fire off a message anytime she wanted.
James, I'm not hurting for money to buy new inventory. I'll put it that way.
That's
Uh,
really it. That's really
Lag
a death pile
Lag
there.
would say I'm rich, which I am.
159, 116 plus shipping. So somebody's gonna pay me probably $130 for this thing. It's a real death pile.
and
They,
see,
they're just ignorant. They don't know what they talk about.
If I find a good bargain, I'm gonna buy it. I don't
right.
care how much it costs, unless it's $200,000. Then I'd have to work to come up with the money. But I
Uh,
still could. If I could buy something good for 200,000 and sell it for 400,000, I would do it.
Larry, that's 100% the truth. Uh, I've been saying that here for the last. I've said a couple times that people think I'm crazy. You go into these chats and everybody wants you to feel good. It's probably why my YouTube channel doesn't go anywhere anymore. You go into these chats and everybody wants to feel good. Hey, whatever chat it is, it could be the XYZ. Hey, XYZ fam, how's everybody doing? Man, what kind of horseshit is that? You want to make yourself feel good because you're make yourself feel included because you're watching somebody else's content. Hey, fam, am I too old to understand the idiocracy of these people to do that?
Um,
Thank, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something. I'll ask you your questions. I hope I can teach you, but uh, doesn't make you any kind of family because you watch content.
right. You know, I talk about her a lot. I have a lot of respect for her. Bridget and Chris, they will go out to an auction and fill a daggum full-size Ford Transit van up, and within a week, it will be all listed. Because it just irritates the hell out of her to have unlisted stuff in the store. I mean, in her house. And that's also money, that's money. So maybe a lot of people, and myself included, is just lazy.
Yeah, it's like I've got that printer over there. I bought the ink for it, but I've never tested it. I've got I've got stuff to do, and I do it. I've been listing, but yeah, I do need to get a handle on it and get it
Now,
to where my workaround is a lot better in
But
2024.
Todd, I'm going to say this, and I hope I don't offend anybody. We don't need the money.
for the most
Well,
part,
I
uh,
need the money.
Oh, bullshit, Todd.
How am I going to
You
pay
got
for
more
my
money
next
than
trip to
God.
Alaska like I did in September? Come
Do
on.
what?
How am I going to pay for my next trip to Alaska like I did in September? I need the money.
Well, you're not going to lose your house. You're not going to have any power bills or utility bill problems. Your insurance is going to get paid. All that kind of stuff. I'm just saying we don't need the money. Some
So
people really need the money and they don't
Yeah.
list like they should.
I'm gonna keep selling.
Well,
I need the money.
now
I'm gonna keep selling. Sorry. If I don't sell, then
if I need the money, yeah, I'm going to work harder at this.
I'm about to go move into Harlan's garage if I don't sell. So there you go.
Hey, speaking of Harlem, woo!
But it's no. I guess I get your point. Whenever there's tragedy, there are a lot of good people that resell. But this idea that it's a community is kind of
That used to just
it makes you.
irritate the hell out of Dusty. The reseller
It,
community.
you know what it does? It's a psychological thing that's made up by people who don't know what the hell community is because everything's on a phone, everything's on a computer. You don't ever talk to people anymore. Um, Other people like me, if it weren't for the computer or whatever, I don't know if I talk to anybody during the day.
Well,
Yesterday,
that's what these.
I talked to Jason yesterday, and I'm like, Jason, I think I'm gonna have somebody. I'm gonna use the pickup thing once or twice a week. But then I figure out I don't talk to anybody except for you, so I got to keep coming to say hello. Jason's the only person I talked to yesterday.
And that may be why a lot of people, come to these things because they don't have a lot of people to talk to, so it kind of may be their family,
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, because honestly, I'd speak to you, through Facebook. In the shows, I talk to more people. I mean, I talk to you people more than I do my own brothers and my mother, because I talk to my mother a couple times a week. Usually talking to you people just about every freaking day of the week.
Harlan, I would adopt you as my step cousin for sure. Yeah, you're my fam.
So, did she like the ring?
I just got a necklace,
Foot ring.
just a necklace.
Scott said you were getting engaged.
Scott ain't say that.
He's gonna give you away.
It might have been a ring,
Just
but
giving me-
it might have been a ring, but it wouldn't have been an engagement ring. There you go. Put that one in your mind.
When Anissa's husband walks those two girls those twins down the aisle, I'm sure he's going to, when he hands that little girl's hand to her future husband, he's going to say, there's a no return policy.
She don't need no ring on her finger when she's got that ring in Harlan's nose leading him
That's
around
right.
like a bull.
That's not listed. Are we calling it? We calling it death
There you
pile
go.
because they didn't have it listed?
That's some big bucks right there.
Yeah, and if you look at the front of it, it's really big bucks.
So why haven't you listed it, Scott?
That's Alpha one. It's
Because
number
you
two
listed
listed.
58 other things yesterday, Tom. Duh.
And then how about this? You ever seen that to go with it? I didn't. I never noticed that it had a thing on the back of it. I just thought that was whatever. But that's where a flash will connect. Anybody got a flash that goes on one of these things?
Oh, cool.
Ooh, swanky.
And it's leather, so it's really fancy.
I don't know how it fits. And the Alpha One makes it way more expensive than the regular one. Even broken, it's probably worth $125. But yeah, it's death pile.
Death pile.
If this is still here by the end of the weekend, I'd be shocked. Please don't be
Yeah,
dead
I've
batteries.
said that before about death pile, and a lot of people say, "Well, I go buy my stuff and I go home and list it that night." I'm like, but
Good for you.
what about the time that I bought out a video game store and there was 10,000 items to list? I'm going to do that all in one night. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I will admit, if you go out and you pick up two or three things, you come home you sit down and list them. Yet you've got a
A week.
corner of your room is full of stuff.
Actually, I probably still have a couple of totes I haven't listed yet. Out of that buy was almost 4 years ago. And then I bought out the Western Wear store that was closing. That was 1,400 items. That's pretty much all gone.
I don't have a Siri, Tom. Tommy.
All right, what did y'all do with my battery?
I don't. We don't have any of those type of devices in our house.
Lag came over and hid it from you.
See that, but it's easier to laugh at it and go, "Oh, it's a death pile," instead of understanding it's you got bad procedures. It's like I've got bad procedures. All right, you were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I don't want to. I don't talk about my pile because I don't want people going. Well, get off your lazy fat ass and get it listed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm afraid people
Yeah.
will say.
It's the folks don't have enough of the common sense. How are you going to talk bad about somebody else when most of us had enough problems in our own lives? It's much easier. It's always been easier to find fault in others than it is to correct fault and see it through the plank in your own eye.
Good morning, Donna.
yeah, I shouldn't go out and buy new stuff except 2 weeks ago I went to the auction and I bought that little flashlight for less than $1 and I sold it for 150. Yeah.
I told you
So
I'd
I'm
give
like,
you $10 for it.
and it didn't even work. So yeah, I'm not supposed to buy.
Yeah, but you do list, Todd.
I do.
You know, and you got to take in. You got to take in the fact that we're not young anymore, and
Speak for
we get
yourself.
tired faster than the young ones do. Which I guess
Don't
that would apply for Harlan and Scott too, because they are
I'm the
getting on
youngest up
there.
in here.
don't be putting me in your club.
I noticed y'all had the T's going today, so I had to come in with my last name just so I can match up
Okay.
with all the T's today.
Absolutely, Anissa. Anissa says time is getting faster the older I get. You get closer to that center of that. There used to be for you. There used to be these big black platters that you'd set on a phonograph, a stereo, a turntable, and you'd put the little arm on it at the end of the outside of the that black platter, and as it played music, it would move to the center of the platter. Well, that's what life is like. When you're born, you're out on the outside of it. And the older you get, the closer you're getting to the inside of it. And it's just spinning like hell in there. Because I can't believe that it's already the end of the year. you know, it just seems like time. And back when you were in grade school, between the 45 minutes you were in Miss Albert's class, it seemed like it took all freaking day to get through that class.
And
Yeah,
how come
that's about me, Tommy. There's some stuff over there that needs to just get donated or thrown out.
y'all notice
But
how Miss Albert don't look the same now? This generation's Miss Albert and Miss Albert from 50 years ago don't look the same.
Yeah. You know, nowadays you're always constantly reading in the paper about these high schoolers sleeping with their teachers and whatnot and whatnot. I don't remember. I was one day I sat down with my high school annuals and I looked back through all my teachers and there was not a one that I would even think of sleeping with.
Nope, me neither. They
I
didn't
was
build
like,
them
where
like
the hell
that
were all
back in
these
the day.
teachers at when I was in high school?
So that was in the building brought over here yesterday. Is it? Are we calling this death pile? Is there anybody out there that sells and honestly doesn't want this thing? There's another one. This one's the 37. That last one was the 17. This one's even fancier.
That one got the night vision too.
Handycam vision, night shot. Yep.
Yep.
I sat
That's
down
it.
last night, Scott, and started listing video games.
Right.
Guess what sells when you list them?
Did you sell some more?
I just sold 2 just a second ago. 2 last night
Uh,
after I listed them, and 2 this morning.
That's the way it is.
There you go,
Don't
Donna.
say
You said
death. Don't say death pile anymore. Say my money pile.
Donna can list so much in a day, she probably doesn't have a death pile.
Is she
I've
like
heard
Bridget?
people call her.
Obsessed?
I've
How
heard it
about we just
called
call it what it is?
pile.
It's unprocessed inventory. How about we just call it what it is?
401k pile.
But you know what? I took a box. There's a group of old guys here in town, and they're older than me. And every year, I mean, during the year, they pick up old bicycles and stuff like that, and they rebuild them, and then they give them to kids for Christmas through different organizations. I sent this guy an email and I said, look, I told him I bought all this stuff at a bike shop closing. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. There's just miscellaneous pieces. If I boxed them all up and brought them to him, would you take them? And he said, hell yeah. So, because I had like bearings for bicycles. What is that?
Yeah.
That's one of the main pictures, Scott.
My cabinet.
Yeah, that's one of the main pictures of the auction up on their front page. You made the front
Sweet.
page.
Cool. So I took all this stuff to him, and he's like, I can make all this stuff work. I can use all this stuff. Because there were things, I thought they were just broken bicycle chains. He said those are replacement links, stuff like that. So they are a 503 or 501, whatever. So he gave me a receipt for it and use it in my taxes.
There's a tape in it. We might have some naked people in here. There's never naked people in there, by the way.
I always, when I buy cameras and they've got the chips in them and stuff like that, I always give them to Roberta and I said, check these out and see what's on them. There was this young African American fella that he was really proud of what he was given in life. Because there was lots of pictures of that.
I don't know what this is. This is just a dark blob right now. Oh, looks like it's somebody's house at night, or I don't know what they're doing.
So you got to be careful, folks.
Dude, there's nothing fun on it. I don't know what the hell that is. Just somebody that's the outside of their house with bugs or something. I never get the good stuff.
Most of the time they're empty. But every once in a while they come up with like, woo. The Blair
So far, you're 42.50, Scott.
Yeah, it was Tuesday night. It was 32.50. So, I mean, I had to give $11 for that.
Had to pay up.
So they've started the auctions back up?
Yeah,
they're going, but they don't end till the 4th or the 11th.
Theirs ends on the 4th. Ours ends on the 11th, right?
Yeah.
But we still have to go up on the 8th because that's out of clear. A week from. All right, so this is folks go, but I would never know how to test that beer. It doesn't do me any good. I plugged it in, I turned it on, and I mashed the button. Y'all are part of my test. Look at that handsome foursome up there. We all are terrible. Okay, three in a hand. We'll put the chat in there.
What are they selling for parts, Scott?
I don't know. It's going to work. I ain't selling it for parts.
Huh? I'm just saying, what does it sell for parts? Sometimes these things will sell for some good money just as parts.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. People just quit using them. They rarely break.
Yeah. My mom and dad's got an old Sears, the big old camcorders, big
Yeah.
old VHS ones.
Because like James talking about, I don't need your camera. I got a phone. Most people are that way. But there are some people out there that
I have a good friend who's into cameras, and he
hey, it works. There it goes. Yeah, it works.
copyright infringement.
We got somebody's kids.
I don't see anything.
Oh, they.
Yeah.
I think she's about to get naked.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. He's just joking. Yeah, people do that. Kent. They buy them to transfer old DVD or old tapes to DVD. But there are services that do that too. Just if y'all ever have that problem.
It's gonna be a family affair. There's mom. Oh, we're back to that thing again. What the hell, dude?
It just shut off.
Go back to your wife. What the hell?
You're just not right, Scott.
That's what it is. That's probably the view from his. That's probably the view in his bedroom. He just pointed it the wrong way.
Okay.
What was that I heard in there? What was that?
Lord.
Anyhow, we're getting ready to go into 2024. You guys got to make up your mind what you want to do, and you need to get on it.
So
You're not getting any older.
You list it, tell them it's been tested, it records, it plays, it's in good physical condition, and you don't know how long you can't test the you don't know how long the battery lasts. The battery does take a charge, but you don't know how long it stays. That's all you do for that, and it's got a charger that comes with it. That's it. That's it. People think it's hard. People go, "Oh, but Beard, I could never do electronics." I'm like, it tells you the model number right there, CCD. Or it tells you the model number right there to look it up. This ain't hard.
And that's not like it's a router or any of that kind of stuff where you've got to go in and set your settings on your router and all that kind of crap. That's throw it, charge a battery, throw a daggum tape in it, and
Most of the time I had that one's got a tape. Let me take the tape out before I send somebody's tape. So I actually try to be the nice person because I think a lot of things come back to you. So if somebody leaves their tape in, I'll throw the tape. I have one or two of them that I keep around just to test with, but I don't send their personal tapes out. If I buy computers, I erase the computers. I try to help people not get taken advantage of just because they want to get rid of something.
Todd's got the tapes to go in them. Unless
Yeah.
was that 8 or was that a C?
Kent said that could have been the very first casting couch shot there.
Scott, was that a 8mm tape or was that a C tape?
It's 8. Most of the Sony night shots are 8s. Most of the Panasonics are Cs.
And there's people that collect that crap, so their children will have something to deal with when they die. Don't
listen to Don. Keep fearing electronics. Me and Don will sell them for you. You just leave them out there. We'll pick them up. I mean, this is really hard. I had tested one of the cameras, and the other one I just left charging and eventually got around to testing it yesterday. It takes like 3 minutes, and 7 to 8 minutes. So my goal is eBay $300 a day. So how do you get $300 a day? I'm grabbing the stuff so I didn't do any yesterday. So I need to do 600 today. So there's 302 cameras. You add the other camera, that's another 150, the 200. So I'm at 450 and 3 items.
Let's see. Is a Cobra 29 LTD any good?
I would think it would.
But it's in my death pile so long it's covered in dust.
It says it's a classic.
Cobra 29 LTD Chrome.
Um,
There's a lot of people buying those things. They're getting
pre,
popular again.
pre-owned 91 plus 15 shipping. Um, there's a different.
Mike,
Breaker. This is the rubber duck.
A lot of it. Somebody
power
got
cord.
somebody got 40 and somebody got 150. A lot of it's presentation. See the 91. See how they got a picture of it lit up and turned on, and then the guy down at below doesn't even show the screen on the main one and gets 29. They're both tested. They're both the same thing. But look at the presentation of one and the presentation of the other.
So
But they'll tell you can't sell something. There's no skill to making an eBay listing. You just throw it up there and sell it. You know, I can't believe which one of these do you think eBay wants to favor in search? The one with the great picture or the one with the terrible picture? One of them doesn't have a white background. Oh my gosh, it doesn't have a white background. But it's 90% is the or 80% is the item, and you're showing that it works. Let's see how many. I bet that one too has a lot more. 1, 2, 3.
Todd, is that a 40 channel sideband? What is it?
Probably. I don't know. Scott can tell you. He had it. Just
You know
had
what
it up.
you know what the other difference is? The second one that went for $29 has the basic minimum. It has a Cobra, it has a radio, it has 40 channels. The other one has 7 item specifics out. Folks, it just ain't hard. It ain't eBay's out to get you. It's one's a crap listing and one's a great listing. It's as simple as that. One, the person knew what they were doing. The other one, the person half-assed it and didn't know what they were doing, and he got a third of the money.
So a guy bought it or a gal bought it for $29, and then they turned around and took some good pictures and relisted it for 150 or whatever.
I haven't looked at Tommy's store in a long time, but he ranks high in shoe sales. I guarantee you, he gets more money for shoes than you get for shoes because he knows what the hell he's doing with shoes. I don't even have to look at his store to know that as much shoes as Tommy sells, that he commands a higher. It was just remember when Crazy Picker Life was on,
Right.
they talked about how they were experts on their eBay listings and had repeat customers and had were perceived authorities because of the store and how it was. He said we averaged 30% higher in price. It's crazy as hell. If you treat this like a business and you know what you're doing, it actually works. But yet, I'm some kind of evil bastard because I'll tell you to play the game if they want to. Folks, you're buying stuff at yard sale price. Tom has just told you that most people are smaller sellers. They pick up stuff thrift stores or whatever. They spend their time bitching about thrift store prices and eBay fees. Yeah.
Did who was it said it? Somebody said something. Oh, there's James W. said sidebands are illegal unless you have a ham license. Did they change that because they used to make CB radios with sideband?
But Tommy, you fool everybody though because it's not like you've told everybody for the last 3 weeks that you know your worst weeks are coming. They were your worst weeks last week. They were last year and the year before because people don't buy used shoes during the Christmas holidays. Imagine that. Nothing says I love you like here's a pair of used tennis shoes. I thought so much about you. I got you a pair of used tennis shoes. I get it.
It depends. It depends. If your kid is wanting a $200 pair of damn shoes, which I hear that's kind of cheap, and you find them for 75 on damn eBay, that's different. Because otherwise, it's either these or not at all.
Hey Scott, have you ever bought new keys for your truck or anything?
Yeah, mine only had
Did you
mine only came
program
with
them?
one. Mine only came with one.
Did you get one and program it?
Uh, I can't remember if I paid somebody on the truck. I think I programmed it.
My key, I've got both of my keys, but my unlock has broke on both keys.
Right,
So I called down the street. They wanted $320 for two keys programmed. So
and
I found
you can't use the unlock at all.
mm-mm, they both. So I got these two on Amazon, same key for 27, and I'm gonna take them down and get them cut today. And you can program them yourself. It looks like.
Yeah, I know you got to have at least one working, but I don't know. Look at the procedure because I think you have to. I don't. I don't. I don't know, Harlan, if it's you have to turn the key on and off like 6 times or something to put it in program mode, or if you've got to use the unlock or lock.
If you have one key, you have to do it like 8 times,
Right.
and then it'll do it. But if you've got both keys, you can crank it, turn it off, put the other one in, crank it, turn it off, and
Yeah.
then I think it's something with the other one. So
Yeah. So I did. I did it myself. So
Uh,
okay,
Kent has a very good point. Try some of your mobile locksmiths because usually they're mom and pop people. Because
yeah,
I had one of my sons lost one of my keys to my Saturn, and I called the Chevy dealership, and they were going to charge me $400 to make a damn key for it. And I
hmm
called this guy, and he made me two for about $150, and
yeah. See, I should have about
they had to be programmed.
yeah. You can program them yourself. You have, I
if that
think I'll have probably $30 in it once I get the keys cut today down there to get the
if
back
that doesn't
stuff.
work, call your local reseller. I can probably figure it out.
Yeah,
There's sometimes it's just easier. I'm not wasting my time.
All
yeah.
right.
I'll,
So I put the
I
battery
can't
in.
I can't watch YouTube videos if I'm messing around with trying to get a damn key to work.
So I bought this one at a yard sale. I've had it. I can't remember when I bought it. It's the DV one. The battery I threw in the charger. I don't know, a month ago.
Should be
So all you do is
chargeable.
I put the battery in there. I hit the on button. This is testing these things is not hard, folks. People walk. All right. Let's see if it's got anything in it. Open the jet. Uh-oh. Boom chicken now. Let's see what we're dealing with today. I don't. So that's the little mini D. The DV is the little bitty ones.
Yeah.
Push the reset switch. What's the reset switch? How about off?
Is that 500, Kent?
Okay, we're gonna test the record. Oh, let's rewind it first. How do you rewind this thing? This one's got auto and manual focus on it. This one might be one that has a.
I think it's the button with the arrows that point to the left.
It's screen drain, but I think. And thanks for that help, Todd.
Hmm.
um,
Also, that battery does not hold a charge with a flip. It just died. So it doesn't always go perfect, but we're going to go charge the battery again.
not worth enough lag. My dyslexia is kicking in.
I had the charger unplugged. Damn it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, AAA does have a few good perks.
All right, next. Oh, I heard it light up. Cannon. Dun, 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 dun. All right, this one actually has a rewind button. Let's hit the rewind.
You know, with cars, just about all the newer cars having key fobs. I don't, you know, how the
Okay,
hell do
so
you leave keys in your car?
if you see key fobs at yard sales and stuff, pick them up. I've sold two in the last 3 weeks. They were for Hyundai's, and the key was cut, and everything. And all you do is pop them open. Right beside the battery, there's a number that tells you what the model of that key is and what the frequency is. Just search it in there, and a bunch of them will show up. Those keys sold for $40 a piece. I paid $1 for the pair of them at a yard sale. $1. Why does it say there's no tape?
Vintage wants to know, does anybody still host live chat and listing shows? Beth does on occasion. Reseller Rowboat.
All right.
Tom, are you still selling USB drives? Didn't he get like a bazillion of those things? No, that was Todd. That was you,
That was
wasn't it?
Todd. That was Todd.
What?
The USB drives. Did you sell all your USB drives?
I think I still have 2 lots of them. I was selling them 10 for $32, something like that.
What size were they?
8. Oh, cha-ching. They are 16 gigabyte.
16 gigabyte. What's a gigabyte?
I mean, what is it? That's right.
It wouldn't record, folks, and it kept showing me the tape. I wonder why. Damn it. So let's go get the tape out of the other one. All right, now we're back in business.
A Hyundai is supposed to be real easy to
Boom.
hack, or like break into.
$50 for a bowl.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
hate chipping glass, but $50, I'll make an exception.
Yeah, stealing Hyundai's is been a.
How much?
You can watch YouTube videos on
How much is your shipping on that, Todd?
$9.50.
Well, unless it's real heavy, you can put a lot of bubble wrap around it for not.
All right, so here we go.
Shipping.
Let's see if we can find some naked people.
This bowl is 5 inches across. That's $10 an inch.
Remove the cassette. Eject. What the hell? This is not going as planned.
I do not like shipping glass, but heck, for $10 an inch, I'll sell glass. Don, quit it. You evil girl, you. I didn't say that. Don said that.
I thought I'd turn eBay on just for the hell of it. See, So does anybody have any big plans for the fourth? For the fourth, Jesus, for the first. Wrong month, Tom. Wrong month.
Yeah,
Fourth
I'm gonna
of,
watch
Tyree,
Alabama.
4th of January.
I'm gonna watch
Tyree, you
Alabama,
taking the
Michigan.
wife out for a hot night on the town?
Everybody's got jokes.
Well, well, Scott always made you out to be a lone wolf.
I was for 5.5 years.
Does she have any kids?
Yeah.
Home kids or away from home kids?
No, they're 31 and 28.
Okay. Well, they should be away from away kids.
They're away. Yeah, they're both married.
She got grandkids. What are you talking about? Harlan's dating a grandma.
Oh, is he?
Gilf.
You don't have any grandkids yet, do you, Harlan?
No.
No. I'm just jealous. We're never gonna have grandkids.
Yeah, me either.
Oh Lord! I woke up 30 minutes before I kicked this show off, and I had to hustle a daggum graphic and get this thing set up. Todd, tomorrow, the thing that I was supposed to have done last week, the ultrasound, they're doing in the morning at 6:45. So hopefully
Oh,
I'll be back in time for
congratulations.
your show.
All right.
In position.
Well, we'll be praying for you.
There's no problem. This is just something they do for gentlemen of my age bracket that's had a heart
Oh,
issue.
I thought you meant y'all was having a kid.
Hell no.
Ultrasound. What? What?
Are they
Come on.
playing with your prostate?
I would not, we've always told our kids, you have a kid, it's your responsibility. Unless there's something going on that we need to be involved in. Otherwise, you take your kids. I'm just too old and cantankerous for small children,
Are they
other than
playing with
for
your
about
prostate?
2 hour increments. Good morning, Josh. Is this Josh the troublemaker or Josh the slumlord?
This is Josh the troublemaker.
Or is he?
Hey, Josh.
Swingers don't have kids.
Sorry, Josh. I went on a rant this morning. Sorry.
Josh, there's the list if you want to come in. No, I'm not adopting any more children. I have three of the finest boys anybody could ever ask for, and
No,
they.
Jacob's the slumlord. Jacob is the slumlord, not Josh.
Oh, Jacob is.
Yeah.
Josh, Jacob, they're interchangeable.
They look alike. One's a Canadian, one's an Amish. They look alike.
Best thing about Tom's boys is they don't look anything like him.
They don't, but my youngest of my twins, God, he's got the attitude. I look at him and I think of the shit that I put my dad through. They're good boys, though.
We're just gonna sell this one from parts because I'm tired of messing with it. It work. It seems to work, but who knows? Power's on. Tested power on. We're gonna sell this one. Uh, only function tested was power on.
Stop sending me feed pics. Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Josh is funnier in the side chat than he is in his own videos. But that's all right.
We had a contract.
Y'all notice a serious problem I have? Hey, this has got a cool bag with it, CBS sports bag. I might look the bag up and sell it separate.
Is my internet kicking in and out? Can y'all tell?
Every once in a while, you'll drop out.
We got an extra tape. Wait,
I
this
just
might
did
be.
I just did an internet speed test here at work. I am 4 megabit download and 2.39 upload. That's pathetic.
Who are you on?
Oh, look, this one's got an extra battery with it.
Winning.
What else we got in here? A
Well,
dildo.
about time for me to throw on some high karate and go visit my girls at the rummage sale.
Yeah.
I want, so this one's got a free tape with it.
Well, you just list that by itself, won't you?
The tape. Yeah, they're worth about $8 each. I think $8 or $10 each.
Are they open today, Todd?
Yeah, they can't wait to get my money.
I didn't know whether they took the week off between New Year's and Christmas, or Christmas and New Year's.
Now they did shut down a long time during COVID, but
Yeah.
they're up and going.
Kent says bye, bye, bye. And that's not BYE, that's BUY. Because that money pile is not big enough back there in the behind you.
Tough time to buy. Gold is up and silver's up.
I hit play. I didn't hit
It
record.
costs more than it did a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, no wonder. I'm on.
He does. I think his girlfriends just save all the good stuff for him. They take him back to the back room and show him their stuff.
They take him to the back room and show him his wares.
Show him their good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Rewind to the naked people. Here we go. Do we have naked people? Somebody singing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's how Todd goes.
keep your day job, dear.
Todd, you
Welcome in
won
my
some money
winter
last night?
underwear. What?
You won some money last night? Mr.
Yeah,
Sage says Todd won money last night.
I finished 24th. I made what I make $39 profit.
I'm recording this, so make sure you turn it into the IRS.
Spent 11 and took out 52.
IRS, that's Todd Parker, $39 in gambling winnings on December 27th, 2023.
Write it down.
Tommy, that's not a bootleg. That's somebody on an open mic night, and yeah. It's a good thing she was cute because she couldn't sing.
Well, those camcorders didn't have the best audio for
That's true.
recording on it. Yeah, I got to get out of here too. Yeah, thanks for coming in, everybody. Todd, go slay them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me old.
Add some more to my death pile.
Yeah.
And there we go, Todd. I got you on camera now. I'm recording this, so make sure you turn them to the IRS.
Glenn, I'm glad you could make it in here today. Are you off this week?
$39 in gambling winnings.
We know a guy.
How much is a ZR80 worth?
Tyree, you got a busy day ahead of you today.
Me?
Yeah, you're Tyree.
Yeah, Todd Parkour.
Yeah,
There you go,
my
Bumpkin.
internet's going in and out.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
fixing to reboot my computer and start all over. See if I can get a better speed.
All
Yeah, I
right.
mean I
Well,
got a full day at work, and then I'll be listing. I'll be
I know.
listing on eBay tonight.
How
all
much
right,
did he say?
guys. You'll have a good day. Todd has a show in the morning at 9 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, got to go confess to the Lutherans.
He's got to go to confession.
Is that
Forgive.
is that I've been bad? Please spank me. Is that the confession?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you all for coming in. If I don't happen to make it in the morning, y'all have a happy new year. But I don't. They only said this thing should take about 30 minutes.
Hey, look what they're asking for the bag. CBS Sports bag. $42.99
Hey
plus
Todd,
12 shipping.
Dang.
hey Todd, put your channel link out there. They're asking what your channel is. So
Oh, they're just messing.
oh, they
The
are.
silver hair
Well,
stacker.
Hey, Silver Hair Stacker at gmail.com.
There's two of them listed. About to be three.
3. All right. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks for the show. It was a banger.
Yeah. Right.
We'll see you
I'm just.
tomorrow on my channel, which will be even bangerish, more
more
bangerish.
bangers.
All righty. Y'all have a great one.
All
Bye.
right, gotta go. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.